Hello everyone, I'm Lau, and we're here with the second movie that I've translated is Los árboles mueren de pie, or The Trees Die Standing. It's based on a play by Alejandro Casona, and he was in charge of the script, so he added a few things, he changed others. So in case you're a student and you are going to watch the movie thinking that you can save yourself from reading the book, don't do that because there are a few changes. So go and read the book and then watch the movie if you want. There aren't too many things to explain because, as I said before, sometimes when it's a dramatic movie, it doesn't rely so much on Argentinian slang or situations, but there are still a few things that I wanted to clarify with you. One of the phrases that we use is mentira piadosa. Mentira piadosa is what in English is called a white lie, but the way we say it is more like merciful lie. So it's a lie in order to make someone feel better or out of pity for someone. When Isabel goes back to her house, it's not actually her house or apartment. In the sign it says pensión. Pensión is usually when someone had a very big house and they couldn't afford it. They would rent rooms in that house, and in that time, in the 1940s and 50s, usually the owner of the pensión will also take care of cooking and cleaning for everybody. At this moment in a pensión, most likely the people that are renting rooms will take care of their own food and their own cleaning in their bedrooms. But she's living in this kind of situation because she doesn't have too much money and it's cheaper to live that way. Well, she says we need to get out of this cave. That's literally what she's saying, because usually a cave is a dangerous place with animals or beasts, so she's thinking that she's in a very dangerous situation and they need to get out of there. There is one word that I had to Google both in Spanish and then in English to know if it existed, and it's catechumens. I think that's how you say it. I never heard it before in Spanish. I mean, it was clearly coming from the catechesis, they're learning a religion, most likely Christianity, but in this case it's used because the hunter or, this person with the dogs, he thinks that Isabel and Fernando Balboa are sort of learning the ropes of this agency, and that's why he calls them, you're catechumens, thinking that they are just starting to work for them. Que se suba la cabeza. Que se suba la cabeza literally means to get up on your head. It's usually used when speaking about alcohol, when it goes to your head and you're a little bit happy or drunk. Fernando is using it this time because he's trying to say that she's kind of drunk on the feeling that her grandson is back. And I don't know in English how is the measurement, but in Spanish usually when talking about drinks or alcoholic drinks, a measurement is a finger. That's why she keeps saying one finger, because that's one measure of whatever they're having, the liquor they're having at the time. Now, this is really hard to translate because in English you do use you for formal and informal, but we have two different words for it. So the informal is tú or vos, as we say in Buenos Aires, in Argentina actually, or it can be usted, and that is the formal you. So she's all the time treating him as usted, and that's why he corrects her and is like, you have to treat me as tú because I'm supposedly your husband. Aprovechar. Aprovechar means to take advantage or to seize the moment, so to speak. So in this case, she's telling her, take advantage of your youth, or, enjoy this moment while you're still young. It's, I don't know if it translates that well in English, the way, just saying, take advantage, because it sounds like, it sounds a little bit bad to say, take advantage of something. But in Spanish, it doesn't have that bad connotation, so to speak. No tiene mérito literally means it doesn't have any merit. In this case, it means that what she's doing doesn't deserve to be rewarded or anything like that. It's not that big of a deal because she's learning from him how to lie. So it's like, that it's not important, it doesn't matter because, I didn't do it by myself, I did it through you. So he says palabras sobran, which I can't really translate literally, because it'll be like there are too many words and some words are kind of not necessary. There's no use for so many words, something like that. In this case, he's telling him, that a man like that is decided to everything doesn't need too many words, but action. Well, before I finish, I just wanted to make a few clarifications that my aunt told me about Lucrecia Borgia. That joke that I said that it was probably about an axis or an accident in Rome, apparently it was a joke about the axis between Germany and Rome during the time that Hitler, the Second War. I never thought there was going to be a joke based on the Second War, even though at the very beginning there is a joke, saying that the Borgias are Nazis. But, I just wanted to clarify that. And one other thing that I forgot to clarify in this case is the jacaranda. The jacaranda is a tree that is not native from Buenos Aires. It's usually from Central America and part of South America, but most up north. It's not from here. However, it's basically a symbol of Buenos Aires at this moment, because if you ever come over and you go to the avenue, 9 de Julio, 9 de Julio Avenue, actually. There are jacarandas all over the avenue, and when they bloom, they look very pretty, and there's always a jacaranda in any square or park that you go. So it's a symbol of the city of Buenos Aires, and in this case, well, they have one in the garden because it's a really beautiful tree. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for watching the movie and for subscribing to my channel. Remember that you can download the movie from my Patreon. It's for free, because I'm not making money out of the movies, but out of the subtitles that I add, or the captions. So if you want to share, subscribe and all of that, you can go ahead and do it. And thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.